So let's talk about something that's on pretty much every leader's mind right now, generative AI. I mean, it is way past being just a buzzword, right? It's actually reshaping how we all work right now. The real question isn't if we're going to adopt it, it's how. How do we as leaders steer our teams through this massive shift and really help them thrive? Well, let's dive in and unpack a playbook to do exactly that. You know, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of the matter. This whole thing isn't just another tech rollout. The real challenge and the real opportunity is all about leadership and people. It's a powerful reminder that the goal isn't just to plug in some new software, it's to unlock the incredible potential of the humans who are going to use it. All right, so here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we're going to get a handle on the current landscape. What's really happening? Then we'll look at a story from the real world. After that, we'll jump into a super practical playbook for shaping the right mindset and building the right culture. And finally, we'll wrap up by looking at the future of this new human-AI partnership. Okay, let's start with the reality on the ground. The AI wave isn't coming, it's already here, and it's hitting hard. This isn't some far-off prediction anymore. It's a shift that's happening today, and it's fundamentally changing what it means to create value in our jobs. And this, right here, is the real game changer. The true promise of AI isn't just about doing the same old things, only faster. It's about freeing our teams from those mundane, repetitive tasks so they can focus on what we humans do best, thinking strategically, solving really complex problems, and, building actual relationships. This is all about elevating the very nature of work itself. Now, all that theory is great, but a real-world story makes it so much more tangible. So let's take a look at how one big telecommunications company used AI to completely transform their entire approach to customer service. It's a fantastic example. So before they brought in AI, the situation was, well, pretty tough. Their customer service reps were totally swamped with calls, which meant long wait times and, you guessed it, really unhappy customers. But after they implemented a generative AI system, the change was just remarkable. The AI started handling all the routine, simple questions, and that freed up the human reps to become these amazing, strategic problem solvers for the toughest cases. And the results? Well, they really do speak for themselves. Customer satisfaction went through the roof. Resolution times got way faster. But here's the really important part. The team themselves felt re-energized. They were now focused on higher value, more interesting work. It just proves the point. It was never about replacing people. It was always about elevating them. So, how do we get results like that? How do we make that happen? This is where we get into the playbook. And part one is all about shaping the right AI mindset within your team, because honestly, that is the foundation for everything else. Building this mindset really boils down to three connected actions. First, you have to demystify the technology itself. Then, you build momentum by celebrating the wins, even small ones. And, crucially, you maintain everyone's trust by navigating the tough questions openly and honestly. So, step one is all about taking the scary out of AI. As a leader, your job is to swap that fear for fascination. Don't let AI be this big, intimidating buzzword. You got to make it a familiar, approachable tool. And you do that with hands-on learning, with workshops, and by constantly talking about AI as a creative partner, not some kind of threat. Next up, you have to celebrate the wins, because let's be honest, nothing gets people on board like seeing actual positive results. Take this for example. One company saw a 30% jump in productivity just by using AI for routine data analysis. Now, that wasn't just a number on a spreadsheet. That meant more time for their people to do strategic work. Sharing concrete stories like that makes the benefits feel real and exciting. And finally, and this one is a biggie, you have to tackle the challenges head on. This is absolutely non-negotiable if you want to build trust. It means having open, honest conversations about data privacy. It means guaranteeing that there will always be human oversight. And it means being totally transparent that yes, roles will evolve, they're not just going to disappear. Without that honesty, you're not going to get the buy-in you need. Okay, so once you've laid that foundation with the right mindset, it's time for part two of our playbook. This is all about building a culture where AI can be sustained and where it can really, truly flourish for the long haul. Building this kind of culture takes three more commitments from you as a leader. It's about championing continuous learning, so everyone's skills stay sharp. It's about proactively redefining what roles look like, shifting them toward more valuable work. And then, tying it all together, you need to foster a genuinely supportive environment where people feel safe enough to adapt and experiment. And this shift in roles, it's huge. We are not talking about cutting jobs here. We are talking about upgrading them. As AI starts to handle more of the repetitive work, it literally creates space for our teams to become the strategic thinkers, the complex problem solvers, the innovators. The work doesn't just change, it becomes way more meaningful. Look, none of this happens in a vacuum. It requires a truly supportive environment. Change can be daunting. It just is. So as a leader, your role is to create that psychological safety. You do it through constant open dialogue, by reassuring people about how their jobs are evolving, and by painting a really clear and compelling vision for the future. So when you put all of these pieces together, where does it all lead? Well, it builds toward the ultimate goal. This isn't just about implementing a new tool. It's about forging an entirely new vision for the future of work, a true human-AI partnership. This is the destination, a workplace where human ingenuity and artificial intelligence are working together symbiotically. This incredible partnership is going to be the engine that drives the next wave of innovation, efficiency, and real, meaningful growth for everyone. By embracing this playbook, you're not just reacting to the future. You are actively getting in the driver's seat and shaping it. So, the only question left is, are you ready to lead the AI revolution in your workplace?